I
10
can't remember
seconds
how
remaining.
the Omni Slash works as well for the Bristle.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
I can't remember on the...
Front or back.
Say that, yeah, whether it's front or back. I think it's a weird mechanic where it can kind of hit... Like, it's not guaranteed to do one or the other.
I'm not sure either, to be honest.
Regardless, NoSorry have a very strong lane in the Enchantress and the Juggernaut. I like it this game. I think Blade Fury is very valuable.
Dire
Difficult
team
to be able to chain control. I'm just intrigued on how this lane's going to fare into the techies. We're probably...
Radiant team
What do we look?
back.
We're looking at a techies Pango lane? Pango's not the greatest laner, so I wonder if maybe techies
No,
can
it's just
offset
all
that.
going to be about... It's just going to be about making sure he gets like level 4. And then once he's that, he's going to have low enough cooldowns that he'll be able to get away from a lot of this aggression. Honestly, even level 3, and he should be fine. So it's harder to go for any kind of like lane cut shenanigans against an Enchantress, but Techies actually has a lot of armor. So maybe he can, like at the second wave before Enchantress has a lot of that damage, before the creeps are spawning, you get that 45-second lane pull, block the small camp, and then
Dire team back.
look to increase your Pango's experience in that way.
I was going to say Axe.
Well, they're going for one of those redirect things. I'm still feeling the
Radiant
Mars, man.
team pick.
You just need a way to initiate fights to be able to set up for that Mystic Flare as well. And if you're able to get some way to redirect the Bristleback, then even better. So I'm pretty sure those 3, Legion, Axe, and Mars, are the only one that have that capability.
10 seconds remaining.
Nemiga, though, probably looking...
Enigma, but you
5
wouldn't Enigma into a
seconds
Bristle.
remaining.
Looking for a 5, I believe, on Nemiga. You wouldn't hate having a bit of BKB piercing control. Bane is banned out, though, unfortunately. Wyvern's gone as well.
Not a great Grim game either. What could they go for? Let me know if they pick something. I'm having a look. Could they... I mean, could they Marcy? Marcy Bristle feels like a pretty damn strong lane to me.
Yeah, I'd be down with the Marcy. Just looking to really amplify your Bristle as best as you can. Coddle would have been
Dispose out a Mystic Flare.
I think Coddle and Pugner are some exceptional bans from NoSorry. Just ways to amp the Bristle, give him a little bit more tankiness as well with the healing. I'm trying to think of like if there's another
Crystal
healing
Maiden?
route they can go down. Crystal Med, there was an
Just keep
Enchantress
his,
creep.
keeps the regen going for the Bristle.
Could be nice with the techies. Honestly, everyone would
Dire
like some
team
mana.
pick.
They go Enigma themselves.
Okay. How do I feel about this? Yeah, it's fine. Are they gonna... Can they like offlane Conquer?
I was gonna say that, but
10
I don't know
seconds
how
remaining.
like offlane Conquer's not gonna get crazy items. I feel like you have
5
to go
seconds
Silver's Edge.
remaining.
Kind of, you want to, I should say, when you verse a Bristle, and I don't know if you're going to be able to do so.
Yeah. Just something that deals with the Enigma or can go against the puck, right? Because we don't even know exactly where this Enigma... It could be a 5 techies for all we know, right?
Can you Underlord?
Nah, not really. I wouldn't be a huge... I guess, like, if you lay it down in the right spot, techies can't even leap in. You just get rooted in the pit of malice before you actually land.
What do you feel like they
I'm still
need
fine
on?
with the... I'm still fine with the Mars, man. I think Mars is fine here.
You may now select
Okay.
your heroes.
Good way to lock down the puck. Good way to lock down the Enigma. It is a 5 Enigma, by the way. So it's going to be a mid DK against the puck. Good matchup. Night Stalker, Skywrath Mage. Where you're not getting a ton of experience because Sobad's denying it all. Not sure how confident I feel about that matchup. You know, you just need to make sure that you've got the magic stick available for yourself in the Nemiga safe lane, and then, you know, Skywrath Mage, Night Stalker, they need to be pretty constantly using their spells, so you're going to get super good value out of it.
I'm hesitant about the last pick. I think it definitely helps out with just your vision game and being able to get these, at least to jump onto the puck, onto the Enigma, and make sure you don't group
10
up because they're
seconds
really
remaining.
prime heroes you need to bring down. But I feel like Night Stalker's not the greatest laner.
5
Bristleback's a
seconds
pretty
remaining.
goddamn good laner. So I feel like it might be a bit difficult for last hero to get going in a game like this.
Wonder what item build So Bad's going to go for as well. I really wouldn't hate seeing like Tango as Bassi, just to be able to enable that Bristleback a little bit more to constantly be spamming out the Quill Spray. And of course, just anything that's going to keep you having enough mana to be able to use the Eidolons off cooldown. Of course, you still need to ferry out some clarities, but I feel like that's going to be fine too. I don't know. Like, it really depends on. This is me talking, not playing in the game, but like, if Nemiga do what I think they should do, I'm going to favor them. But if not, I might be leaning a bit more towards NoSorry, just because you've got that decant to the puck. It's the good lockdown. You've got honestly a few heroes that are fine with building into the Silver Edge. 3 of them, in fact, and the Enchantress can get the Hill Troll Berserker. Jug Omni pretty decent against the Pango Rolling Thunder, so you can't just throw it out at will. They don't really have like the Bristleback is still the main concern for mine, right? They don't have any amazing ways to be able to lock him down and prevent him from just having an amazing early game. So that's the big area for mine. So we'll see. We'll see how they look to set up these lanes with their itemization as well. Looks like he might be going into that Bassi ring on the Enigma. Already has the Sage's Mask picked up and just wants a little bit more regen. What are we seeing? We have the Magic Stick as well, so very good. What else was I saying we needed?
Stick Bassi, Bristle to pop off.
No, it was something about how they needed to set up.
It'll come. It'll come to you.
It'll come to me.
Um,
Oh, and Techies needs to make sure he's getting the lane pull happening. That was it.
I'm excited to get to see Techies. It's going to be intriguing for Nemiga. They look pretty confident with themselves. Of course, 4-1 as well. So if they get this series victory, you're putting yourselves almost in close to guarantee position.
Fake it till you make it, you know? That's all you need to do.
Ah.
Confidence will take you a long way.
Is this from experience, or are you trying to get yourself going with some as well? With some confidence?
I am the most confident person I know. Probably misplaced confidence, but it's there. Well, you got some scrimmage happening as well. Nice use of the sticky bomb, of course, to enable this chase to not be quite as effective. Did they get... No, it's 2 for 2.
This goddamn sticky bomb. Oh boy, what an interesting toolkit that the Techies has nowadays.
Yeah, I wish they'd change reactive taser a little bit. I think while it does 0 damage pre-ags, it's just feels so subpar. How many times are you actually wanting to use it onto yourself, you know? Alright.
I don't know what it does.
Looks like it's doing what I want. It disarms, basically, but they need to hit you. Oh no.
Oh, he's not doing what you want. Oh no.
Well, at least he blocked the camp. That's one thing. And I wonder if he'll stay within this camp as well, just to make sure that Enchantress doesn't get any creep. It kind of goes halfway, right? So that means that you're not going to be getting as pressured by the Enchantress, so it's generally fine. But well, even then, just realizing that his camps are probably gone, goes for the Nature's Attendants, and it's going to keep the pressure on. But you just see, like, Pango is completely bullied out of lane already. Already had to pop a salve. And he's just getting a lot of his creeps denied too.
They might look to hard shove the lane in now for Dream, because he's got the second wave connecting. And this might give an opportunity for Archangel actually to deward the small camp, but Sentry hasn't been delivered just yet. So top should be a bit of a farm fest for the next minute or so. The Jug is taking a bit of damage. He'll be alright. Meanwhile, mid lane, manning on a different hero this time. And we get Melreen back onto the puck 3 games in a row. It's definitely more of a tricky matchup, though, for Melreen to play into.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're just going to be able to out-sustain the vast majority of whatever puck's trying to throw at you. Just, again, playing a little bit of the ring around the rosy on this top side. Hellscream is able to block up again. any kind of camps that the Enchantress is trying to snare for herself, so might end up going down the impetus route against these relatively high armor laners. How's bot lane going?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like Last Hero is getting an okay amount of the lane so far. The Enigma hasn't been going off to the jungle. They have... What, they've got the small camp open and they did block the hard camp, however. So, when do you feel like Chopin maybe feels like he's comfortable enough to start getting a little bit of his own farm?
I don't think you do get your own farm. If
Okay.
you're picking Enigma, you got to win the lane. And, well, they're going to look to go for a little bit of a chase on Last Hero here. It might be even able to get the first blood. But, oh, that creep wave. And I kind of feel like in this Eastern European Dota, that if it was the glyph available, they would have gone for it. But pre-3 minutes, you're not able to get that.
You put them both in a threshold where they are very low.
He's got his Ring of Health coming on the courier all the way from Radiant's own secret shop, though. So with the Scareth low enough, he knows that he's not going to be able to snipe it there. You get the pull back on the Enigma. Hopefully Sobad's able to connect this one. Ooh. See, guys? Even the pros can make mistakes.
Hate to see it.
He really needs that level 3, though. He really wants that level 3. He's been doing a good job of denying away a lot of this experience from the Night Stalker, leading him to being nearly a full level behind the Bristleback right now.
A prize
There we go. They want to go for this turnaround.
of our eon.
They're in. Last Hero.
It's a lot of damage.
All cool stacks. Kiritich not going to continue the chase. But Last Hero's got no resources to play with. This is continuing to be a very awkward lane now for the Night Stalker. He was off to an okay start. Still got 15 last hits, but it's not getting any easier. Top lane Dream. He's used an early Blade Fury, but Hellscream as well has got the abilities already expended. So it's just going to rely on the good old right clicks, but Dream does have this healing ward to freshen up a bit.
Sorry, just go back, bot. Like, neither of these heroes can go into lane purely because of this Enigma. Like, Skywrath is being zoned out completely. Last hero eventually gets to go back, but he's already had, I believe, 2 or maybe even 3 creeps denied in front of his face, so he's just doing a really good job on Sobad to keep the pressure up. Got the double Sage's mask. Thankfully, Helm of the Dominator is not a thing anymore. Not Helm of the Dominator, Necrobook.
No.
I'm a bit worried because of how difficult, especially bottom lane is, but I really thought that an advantage NoSorry had was going to be able to rotate with 2 supports mid when Manic gets to level 6, and I don't know if they can really leave the Night Stalker alone.
Maybe with that 1 point in the Viscous Nasal Goo, they will be able to get that first blood. And, well, they've even got the lane pushed in. Lift was popped previously as well, so luckily they don't have the split for the Eidolons, so it's just the 3 hitting the tower, but honestly, level 2 Demonic Conversion still does a good amount of damage.
It's a brawling going around the mid lane as well. Nice read from Hellscream to try and protect Melreen in this first catapult wave. That is really that big objective for Nemiga, to try and get this out of play. Manic's doing a pretty good job to eat some tower hits. Archangel's doing the same thing as well, but finally they will get the tower. Sorry, they will get the catapult. Does come at a decent cost to the tower's life pool.
And the level 6 on the Puck as well. You know, not like they have amazing heroes to be able to converge onto this. Like, Puck's getting harassed a little bit, but
Don't even go for the
still
coil.
fine.
He went for the 3-2-1 build.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just realizing that, again, like, you've got a support Enigma and a Techies that don't really take huge advantage of it. I guess the Techies kind of can, but there's no kill threat against the Dragon Knight for now. Not until the Bristle looks to try and make a rotation happen.
I really don't hate this item, sorry, this skill build, because a lot of the time against a DK, you need to clear the wave as fast as possible. And, well, Coil's not going to help out. So just having a little bit higher damage in that can really keep Manic off the tower. They might still get it, though, lucky enough with the double damage rune. Archangel is nearby, so they have a glyph. Probably going to be forced to use it here.
Silence.
Should go down afterwards, though. They bring Enigma.
Maybe able to get another denier?
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know. He doesn't have a point in the Midnight Pulse. That would lead me to believe that they maybe could be able to take it, but again, I still feel like they would need the Dream Coil for that.
That's pretty big, though. The fact that they were still able to find that T1 tower, force a lot of rotations. Yon didn't need to rotate as well, so Night Stalker's been kind of left in a 2v1 where he can get a little bit of catch-up, and meanwhile, Archangel's just venturing a bit too far into the triangle. Malrine and Hellscream, in combination together, find their second kill for Nemiga.
I don't even know if he can get some catch-up. I mean, he's 2 levels behind the Bristleback right now. This is scary for last hero to have to face up into, even at nighttime.
Vajra, a higher net worth on this offlane Bristle. Offlane Pango. He also is, I suppose, got a little bit of breathing room just with the Enchantress rotating for such a long time. So he's got the level 6 at least to play with. So they can definitely rotate to his lane and maybe get a kill.
That's the most you could have expected out of this
They're
lane.
onto the
Like,
Enigma,
Pango-
down by the bottom outpost. Manic and Yon in combination together. So beautifully done for them. Manic looking to rotate early. I think they had the Observer Ward already placed that was scouting out so bad jungling.
Radiant's top tower is under
Pango
attack.
living is a win, though. Like, he hasn't died a single time. He's got his ultimate available in case they need to make a play around it. Juggernaut is getting a good amount of farm, though. That is the main area of concern. No, sorry. I don't want to say they've won 2
Radiant
lanes at
structures
least,
are
but
fortified.
they're doing a damn good job with the draft that they've picked up for themselves. Even bot lane looking to put a lot of pressure on with this Elder Dragon form that they used to be able to take out the Enigma
Radiant's bottom
previously.
tower is under attack.
Would look to go for a bit of a counter maneuver here. Do we have TP available on the puck? No, we do not. So that is a little bit of an area of concern for Malrine. I believe he might have it. No, it's not even coming out on the
Dire's
courier, so
top tower
he would need
is
to
under
run top
attack.
if he needs to connect onto them.
See what the call is. Oh, Dream's going Battle Fury. Ooh, okay. I'm not a huge fan of the Battle Fury, but let's see how it's able to shape up. Takes a little bit of time for Dream to get to, but I imagine if he feels like he can find this Battle Fury, then he should be untouched as the game goes later. Bristleback is going to fall off slightly, although he's still a very strong hero. I think undervalued. But yeah, I think Maelstrom and Agshot is a lot of spell damage. Oh, there we go. Great use of the silence to be able to set up for Vajra to jump in. Hellscream with only 2 points to the blast off and that 5-second silence. It's plenty to close the distance afterwards.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm 99% of the time in agreement with you with regards to the Shard and the Maelstrom, but I feel like this game you probably want to be looking a little bit more down the physical route, right? Like if a Pango is in the Rolling Thunder, he's not going to take any of those Maelstrom attacks. Same sort of thing with a lot of the BKBs that are eventually going to be built up. Puck, yeah, he's going for the Witchblade, but still having physical damage against that's good. Against Eidolons, it just clears them so much quicker. So yeah, I really don't hate this this build, this specific game. Like literally everything needed to line up for it to work.
Yep. You know, those are very good points, and I can see that way now. My only concern is kind of if they can deal with the Bristle, but everything else, like you mentioned, the Battle Fury is going to really help out against the lineup that Nemiga have, and what Dream is a couple of components to it. That death is really going to offset him, and especially is going to fall behind as Kiritich is getting stacks after stacks at the Ancients and the Hard Camp, so this Bristleback is going to be well and truly on his way to a good Ag Scepter timing.
I feel like Manic really wants to make use out of this Arcane Rune while he's got it, and the Elder Dragon form off cooldown, but Hellscream, have to be very careful with where you're positioning yourself. Of course, the Skyreth Mage there, kind of like what we saw in the last game. It was Bane Sky, this time around DK Sky. It's going to be just as effective at being able to pick off the right targets, and, well, looks like they feel comfortable in pushing into this bottom tower, although you've still got a pesky Siege Creep holding the lane up.
Silence.
Let's see what the play is. How many reinforcements you bring down bottom for Nemiga?
Radiant structures are
Last hero is in a
fortified.
really good spot to pop that Dark Ascension and fly over if the fight does break out. Really like this position for the Night Stalker, but I think with the DK ultimate soon to expire, they might... They're going to stick around for another wave.
I like what Sobad's doing, though. He's making it so that even as a position 5, someone needs to address this push that's happening in the mid lane. So Juggernaut's going to reveal his position there. They know he's not in a position to be able to join. And now, if the team does choose to make a fight happen around the bottom side of the map, you're going to have that outnumber.
The Pango Where is his blink? Okay, it's flying down bottom. So he doesn't have it off the courier just yet. They do have the ward kind of towards the north stairs here. So if Penko goes to the left side, they might see him after he completes his TP. Might even see the courier as well, but they're going to get up. All right, NoSorry force a couple of reactions. They do a little bit of damage to the tower, nothing crazy. Did you see if they smoked onto that ward? I didn't see.
I don't think so. I think it was just out of it.
Nice read regardless. Looks like NoSorry gonna get themselves back into their territory.
Mid lane.
Panic. Bashes in. With the Rolling Thunder, they got no Midnight Pulse level, but they got the Black Hole leveled up. And Hellscream, he too has the proximity mine to be able to provide the damage. So Manic is killed off quick and easy. Nemiga, multiple heroes forced out and some ultimates, but they do not get any damage to the tower.
Yeah, a little bit surprising. I mean, without the DK there, it really does feel like, or the Juggernaut, that they can't deal with the Enigma pushing in too strongly. I was a little bit worried as well that without the Midnight Pulse, they might have been slightly lacking in the damage, especially considering it's such a value point. But, well, clearly, they just have been able to come out of this start well enough. Only 1,000 gold away as well for the Aghanim Scepter on Kiritich, which should probably line up with the next usage of the Black Hole. I mean, this is a pretty good Black Hole game. Like, there's not a ton that's going to be able to stop you from using it outside of the Ancient Seal.
Yeah, until he gets that BKB, it's free for so bad. So, also see who's able to catch out what. And Melrin's also having a pretty good game on the puck. It's definitely not a free puck game by any stretch, but he's getting a decent amount of farm. So if he can still continue to play flawless through, maybe then bottom lane, we're going to see Melrin even getting the kill shot as well with the help of Hellscream. Coil's actually going to be forced to be committed to get the kill, but yeah, if Melrin can have a good couple, like 5 minutes or so, find some more items and maybe get like a defensive item afterwards, then he can definitely have a lot of impact this game. But it really comes down to him needing to snowball, because it's definitely not a free puck game.
It's not a free puck game, but it feels like Nemiga are just making this decision of, okay, we're going to push every single lane in, and then you're going to have to find some way to deal with it, because your supports sure as hell can't, and your Night Stalker sure as hell can't. You know, boots of travel on the puck eventually. You have, of course, the Enigma pushing lanes in. You've got Bristleback, who's super capable of shoving lanes pretty effectively, so...
A smoke from NoSorry. Manic? Oh, there we go. They got the vision with the Dark Ascension. Instantly, they jump onto the Pangolier. Great ultimate usage from the Night Stalker, and they can now chase down Mr. Techies. There is no tree line that will be able to protect you, Hellscream. So first Dark Ascension usage of the game will be able to secure them 2 kills up top.
Nicely done, nicely done. It is taking a lot of attention away from Kiritich, though, and we can see what that means. Aghanim Scepter available. Didn't keep the courier out of vision at the time, so if they were really attentive, NoSorry would have seen that this is something that they're going to need to perhaps position themselves around and having a response to it. But I mean, without the Elder Dragon form, without the Dark Ascension, without the Mystic Flare mana, it doesn't really feel like they can even take a team fight in the next little bit.
This T1 tower could be the next prize, as Vajra feels the importance of just killing off the Enchanter at the start. They might be missing a little bit of damage without Puck's abilities, but Vajra's got enough in his own right, so nicely done. You get rid of the Enchantress, and now this should open up with mid lane with Kiritich stepping in and the catapult wave. They're gonna go Roche.
Nearly Roche time. Yeah, I mean, Blink Black Hole available for so bad. Again, he just needs to make sure he's not getting caught out by the Skywrath, and probably the Night Stalker is the only other main one. Just looking at, obviously, as a position 5, your life is a little bit more expendable. So he's putting himself in that mid lane. He wants to get another demonic conversion out. This is what an Enigma could do. You win the lane, you keep the lanes shoved, and then of course you've got the potential to convert into the late game.
They know this is going on as well on NoSorry, but looks like they just feel like they cannot contest this. Dark Ascension on cooldown. Kiritich is now up to that stage where he's going to be difficult to kill. First Life is in itself is Not an easy task, and well, they're even going to run into the Night Stalker as well. Nemiga move from the pit over towards last hero, and Hellscream's able to secure it. So, what are your thoughts been so far on Mr. Hellscream on the techies? You been impressed? Of course, I know we're only 17 minutes in, but
Been fine. I mean, I think he just needs to be making plays around the puck as much as possible. So I think it's not necessarily his mechanics have been good, but I think in terms of like where he's positioning himself, oh, Manic nearly got the pick off there onto Fazia. It's all about Melrain and basically saying, I need you to be here because I'm going to be using Boots of Travel onto you eventually, and then converting that for a kill.
Manic.
Catch out the puck. Daytime they would have.
All right. What are you thinking this item build is going to be for Dream in regards to when he might be able to fit the Silver's Edge in?
Oh, that is a good question. I kind of feel like are you forced to go into it? See, the thing is, I feel like the supports on Nemiga die pretty quickly.
Oh, Dream's under a ward. Dream's under a ward. Look at the chain control around the choke point. It's going to be plentiful as Vazia can bounce back and forth. And again, the blast off.
Dying too.
Top lane. Last hero. He's going to be in trouble. Kiritich, with the help of So Bad, can chase him down. This is going to get scary this next 3 minutes with the ages advantage. Nemiga really playing well with this across the map.
Again, pressure up top. Like, they're just putting pressure on all areas of the map, and they just can't deal with it. Their supports do not deal with this push. You don't always need to go full on into, like, the Beastmaster and the Nature's Prophet split push route. They're doing just fine with a puck and an Enigma.
So it looks like they did Black Hole for that kill into the Night Stalker. So hold down Pango ultimate shortly up though. He's even going Basher next as well in the Pengli. Do you see how his item progression is shaping up compared to the Night Stalker? It's 1,000 net worth advantage, so really could be impactful. And Pango does so much with items.
Yep. Just damping up that damage as much as possible. Of course, you can't spin TP away. Makes things a little bit more challenging for a Night Stalker as well. If he puts himself in the middle of a team fight, even for a second, some of that damage could start to ramp up onto him. Of course, it's going to be a bit easier now that Last Hero has the BKB, but feels to me like NoSorry are just playing around having that Blink Dagger available for him. They need some kind of way to get it onto the backlines and take out the Techies and the Enigma at the start of these team fights. Kind of reminiscent of the earlier game that we saw where they had to avoid the Centaur. This time around, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they have to try and avoid the Bristleback until last.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I think that is definitely the one advantage though that they have on NoSorry is just the fact that this Night Stalker can give you a vision advantage. And as soon as that Dark Ascension is popped, Nemiga, the natural kind of tendency of any support is to kind of to just cower away and break formation. So you can get that Dark Ascension, see the supports in the backline, look to jump them and find an opening where the Bristlebacks not protect him as that bodyguard. But yeah, I mean, you literally just mentioned it. It's not going to be easy. It is a really difficult hero to play into. He's going BKB next item as well. So yeah, they're not going to have the physical damage until Jug continues to get some items to be able to bring him down through that magic immunity. Nice position.
Yeah, I'm even also thinking, like, with Nemiga, how are they going to be able to respond to the Dark Ascension? Like, is it going to be an instance of if it's...
Breaking the coil, but again in the river. Pengo's going to be a little bit too late with the blink on cooldown. So can't get the chain control off. There's a decent start for NoSorry, but I don't even think they get anything out of it.
Supports need to run to Bristol. Supports need to run to Bristol. That's exactly what they need to do. He is the one that they want to be standing next to because NoSorry really don't have any AoE outside of like Omni Slash, right? So it just provides them with this real barrier to be able to...
They see Melrain down bottom. Nicely done from last year. If they can step in with the Mystic Flare, maybe they don't even need it. There we go. Yon chucks out the ultimate. Okay. That's a pretty big pickoff. A bit of a streak given over to the Night Stalker that can get him closer to the blink. They might even be able to get the tower as well as, yeah, Glyph was already used. So a great sequence of events here for NoSorry.
Radiant's bottom tower has
allowing
fallen.
them to claim the jungle, although Kiritich is coming and
Dude, get
Archangel feels like
out.
he needs to completely get out of there. Again, Bristle, one of those heroes that's great at dealing damage to a Enchantress regardless. Doesn't care about the untouchable.
Oh no. I was watching her creep die instead of her. The Alpha Wolf, no. Getting charged down by Dewey Snot. Oh, you hate to see it.
Radiant are
Does look
scanning.
like Dream, it's going to be the Skadi after the Manta. I thought he was going to go Shard into Silver's Edge. But I really like the Skadi choice. Of course, very good versus the Bristleback and his sustain.
Just don't know if it's the Shard game this time around, right? Like, it's not like you're getting benefit out of the Maelstrom anymore. So, like, the movement speed is going to be nice, of course. And we still don't know what talent is going to go at level 20. But I wouldn't even hate the Blade Dance lifesteal, to be honest.
From what I've heard, people feel like the Blade Fury DPS is like 90% always.
I also believe that Maelstrom is 90% always, but again, not this game. So that's the only thing that's kind of holding me back.
So bad. Pretty big pick-off. Throw onto the techies as well. Again with the Dark
This is what they
Ascension.
need.
I believe last time they
Find
used
the
it, it had
support.
the Arcane, so already back off
Yep.
cooldown.
This is the exact recipe for success. You got to kill the supports, and then you got to use that to take an objective or converge onto one of the cores, force a buyback, and slowly drag your way back into this game.
Net worth lead.
You have to wonder, how much more does this Bristle need, you know? I feel like this is the stage where you've got everything that you could possibly want to be in a commanding position this game. You've level 18, not quite as high as Dream, of course, but still enough. You've got your BKB, you've got your Aghanims, you've got your Vanguard. You can fight up into anyone. And
Mid lane? Oh.
avoid the Rolling Thunder there. So that's a pretty
he's
big
going
cooldown that's not
for it.
anymore available. Going for the bash.
Vazja? It's got the 15 talent, I suppose. Top lane? So bad's in. Archangel.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Gonna be in a lot of
That's coming.
trouble, especially with Melreen looking to join the fray.
Healing power.
Archangel's gonna make him work for it, and well, that's where the coil can be forced out here. 70-second cooldown with the ultimate, but
Kind of a big deal though. Like, you don't have Rolling Thunder and you don't have Coil now, and like this was supposed to be the time where NoSorry were weak.
they're onto the
But now
DK
you can
mid
just
lane
whip that Dark
Manic.
Ascension.
Oh my lord, what the hell? A lot of damage for the
Bro, he's got-
proximity mines.
I mean, he's got 350 bonus damage as well from the Warpath. That helps.
Yeah. How much? Jesus, yeah. I mean, that is ridiculous. What's this
Dire's
shard
turret
do?
has been
What
killed.
stuns, doesn't it? Yeah.
Dire's
Airball.
top tower is under
No, no, no.
so
it doesn't
the
stun,
techies,
it just
the
hits
techies, the
them with
techies one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it lets it be used onto other people, which is always... Oh, sorry, the shard. I thought you meant the scepter.
What's he got queued up next?
Taser being used on allies is pretty good. For stuff, it's just fine. You want to make sure that you're protecting against the Mystic Flare, against the Crippling Fear, against Omni Slash. It's just a solid item all around.
Kiritich has got the 20 health regen as well. Do you like going down
Dire
this,
are scanning.
considering, you know, the Jug went Skadi?
Dire's middle
Would you
tower is
prefer
under
the
attack.
cool stack?
I mean, probably, to be honest, just with how quickly you're able to get those stacks starting to build up
Radiant's
and your
bottom
incredible
tower is
movement
under
speed,
attack.
I would probably go for the Quill Strike
Smoke
damage, to
up.
be honest, yeah.
The backstab coming from the Night Stalker. He's coming from the south, and the rest of the team are coming from the east, but Vazja, Rolling Thunder inside the choke point right by the stairs. They can
That
bounce
healing
back and
wasn't so
forth,
much.
but they haven't killed anyone off just yet. They're going to turn to try and get Kiritich. It's a lot of damage with the Omni Slash bouncing back and forth. There's no threat of the black hole. And they're kiting Kiritich. Now that he's at a low threshold of health, they can turn towards the Bristleback and finally get rid of the carry on Nemiga as NoSorry. Find a 3-for-1. That was the Skadi timing that they were looking for. And they've got Roche up in 45. Might be a little bit too long to get, though.
I mean, they've just identified the recipe 3 team fights in a row. Look at who died first. Techies, Enigma die first. You take away all of that damage potential, the silence, the stun, the black hole, and then you've got the freedom to be able to go onto the Bristleback. Puck was a little bit unlucky that he didn't have the TP available despite having the boots travel.
They almost got last hero, but with the nighttime, they weren't able to see him. So able to juke the coil out. They do have the ward on the high ground though, so they're going to see Archangel and last hero. Bristle's still down for 30. They're going to jump. Manic though, unable to close the distance with the Dragon Tail, so Nemiga off to the left.
Still going for the Blade Fury DPS on the Jug.
Roche.
Wasn't sure if it would be enough. It's up.
Walk in, Flint!
Certainly help out. That'd certainly help out the Juggernaut, right? Not needing to buy the Ag Shard, having that Blink Dagger available, and just, again, another instant way to be able to get in onto the backlines. It's honestly worth dropping the Omni Slash just to take out the Enigma.
He's close to that BKB if he can get it. I mean...
Won't matter if you're Omni.
Yeah. I was just going to say, no, you're right though. Speaking about the Omni on the Enigma, it ain't going to matter if he gets in.
That healing ward had so much impact in the last fight as well. I think it stayed up for about 6 seconds. So quick mass, 6 seconds, 5%, 30% HP returned over that amount. It's kind of nutty. So
where was your
just
maths?
some really good micro again. The individual plays. The AU mass.
Come on, where was your maths? You said quick maths and you didn't give me any maths.
I said 30%. 6 seconds, 5%.
I thought you were going to come out with an actual number of health.
I'm not Pythagoras, bro.
Oh, I'm disappointed, man. It'd be an absolute honor. As a show. Bit of trouble for the moment. Let's see how much damage Archangel is truly going to have. Okay, only level 1 in the Impetus, but that's where Yon can come into play. Mystic Flare, 4 heroes from NoSorry to be able to get a kill, but this maybe gives them a window now for Roche. Another pick off with Pango down for 45. Let's see if they're going to try and utilize this. And they will. Into the pit they go.
Why not? Pick off, you've got the vision, you've got the nighttime, you've got ultimates coming back up in about 15 or so seconds. So yeah, perfect time to be able to go for it, even just using that Stadium Mind Stealer for now, pre-Dark Ascension, to be able to provide a little bit more of that vision.
Ooh, Dream's going to be able to get the shard as well off this. Very, very big for him, not having to, fork out 1,400 gold for the Juggernaut. Can look to go down for the Swift Link route instead.
Yep.
Are they going to go for Kiritich? Manic's in with the first stun. They're pretty split at the moment on Nemiga. They're starting to TP to the outpost, but they get rid of the Techie's life instead. Hellscream. Putting his body on the line as a sacrifice. Oh, they get the bash.
So
no
fast.
way! On the out for the moment, it's a lot of damage. Kiritich trying to chain the slashes over to the puck, but they'll just turn to him instead. Sans is there. They're diving pretty deep. Last hero's going to be in trouble. The coil controlling them together. Manic's gone as well. Well, that is that one mistake. You dive too far. Kiritich just survives. It comes at a grave cost in 2 heroes on NoSorry.
Just a little bit too deep, you know? You still got a couple of tier 2 towers up in the lane that you're trying to dive, so yeah, might end up costing them. I mean, it's a good amount of value that you're able to get. Who ended up getting the kills? It was Vazia as well as Kiritich, so obviously needing to keep up with this Juggernaut, especially considering you just got a free 1,400 gold from that Aghanim Shard. And with that Assault Cuirass, they might look to try and just convert this into a few more freebies.
No, not another dive. But Kiritich is, he saw what just happened to NoSorry. He's going to make sure that they are the ones that don't replicate that deep dive.
His towers are melting, though. Like, he's not quite tiny level, but still pretty damn fast.
It's going to get even faster when he gets to 25.
Yep, I'm just looking for any big level timings that they might be waiting for on Nemiga. Probably just give the tome over to the puck, to be honest. I mean, you wanted to get as up to that level 25 as quickly as possible. Even just having the level 20 now is going to be a big benefit. Pango not really needing his level 20 all that much, but it's the Enigma that gets it instead. I guess having more points in the black hole is nice just for the reduced cooldown. And Midnight Pulse Radius, not too bad either. Wanting to use the demonic conversion onto the siege creep, not feeling safe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We do have a bit of a break in the action though. Although Dire have ages for another 2 minutes 30. I do not believe they're going to have the Silver's Edge. Why? I think Aegis should tick out by the time he gets it. You'd love to, of course, take a fight with it, but I don't think you'll find enough gold.
We'll see. He's farming pretty fast. It's only, what, 1,100 away?
Yeah, it's true, actually. What do you got? Oh, they're grouping up for a smoke, it looks like. Dream 24.5. Who's eating the tome? Was it Yon that just ate the tome?
You give it to this guy, yeah.
They're going to be off the mark if they move to top where they just pinged. Lane shoved out, but no one's home.
Are scanning.
I mean, this is so worth Dream to just farm, but at least they were able to get it on the Juggernaut. But it does absolutely reveal the fact that the smoke is there.
Dire
Just look
are
at Vajra
scanning.
positioning, playing around that Observer Ward that he's got in the lane, wanting to cut off any kind of intrusion up onto the stairs, and then eventually just joins the rest of the team. He should be able to get a tier 1 tower for free, though.
3.
Just all the
Radiant's top
proximity
tower
buys.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
it's like, alright, well, there they are. Dream's going
Radiant
to pop out as well,
structures are
so
fortified.
we'll see. Minute 20
Yeah,
left on the
smart.
Aegis. They got a pretty good ward, though, from NoSorry, are already set up by the cliff at the secret shot.
Honestly, it does feel kind of
Radiant's top
similar,
tower has fallen.
the recipe for Nemiga. They need to take out Skywrath. That's the important hero right now. He's just amping up
Archangel.
so much of the
He's
damage.
going to pop the smoke. Maro's going to
Good
try and give them
positioning.
some information. The Dark Ascension, but they are already out. Nemiga instantly beelining to where they have wards set up.
Silence.
Even able to claim that arcane rune for the puck, and well, feels like they're just doing their best to try and shove things out, delay the Aegis team fight. But again, it's not like Juggernaut's not going to get anything with that time. Silver Edge completed, will have level 25 when they go for the next attempt. It's really just going to be waiting around the Dark Ascension to be able to go for it.
So you're mentioning before that you feel like Nemiga there, that ideal target's going to be the Skywrath Mage. Is there anyone else or just all emphasis on getting rid of Yond?
I mean, my issue is that they don't have anyone else that they can burst, right? Their damage ramps up. You've got the Midnight Pulse, you've got the Bristleback that, of course, needs the stacks. I mean, I guess if you get the perfect Dream Coil into the blast off, but have a look. They've got two thingos, BKBs, and plenty of other abilities and items that are going to use to reposition. 4 Staffs, Glimmer Cape, Jug, and just Manta Spin. They got plenty.
Oh my god, what was that damage?
Where are you going?
Dude, that's a lot of health
Whack.
he's losing. Oh, again, he's not even level 25. Oh my god, he's going Silver's Edge on
Radiant's
Curitage.
top
Very
tower
interesting.
is under attack.
I think he just wants an easy way to get onto the backlines. Again, like, it pains me as a support, but supports must die for both of these teams. Like, it is so important, and they've been doing a really good job on the puck and the techies to be able to make that happen a lot of the time. But it's gotten to the stage where they've gotten enough farm that you actually need Kiritich to join in to make that happen.
And the sweep smoke. From bot to top they go. Circle is drawn. They'll even be able to get a double damage rune as well if they scout out this top power rune.
Really clever by Kiritich as well. He very quickly backpacked the Assault Cuirass so that if they were watching the mid-wave, they wouldn't actually see the aura on the creeps. So it's not going to work out, but it's those little things that can often turn the tides of a game.
Hang on, Archangel
We'll
just
see the
TP
DD
trades
though.
are so bad. Last Hero's gonna follow chase as well. And they're trying to pop the BKB, getting the black hole off. They also get the Juggernaut.
Kiritich was double damage.
He jumped into the middle and he's gonna be penalized. Kiritich ripping him apart with the help of the DD rune, as they will not be long for this world. Oh my! Yond is gone as well. What a fight. Sobat just gets the black hole off, and there was no answer. Wait, they're on to Manic. Have a way to stop a BKB TP out. It does not.
Bang goes.
Oh, Bang goes there in the nick of time. Manic, he's going to be killed off as well. We'll look to try and get Hellscream to bring him down 6 feet under. But he doesn't have the damage to do
Still
so.
pushing.
Uh-oh.
He's still pushing with that AC, with that DD, with that, well, not quite level 25, but still plenty of damage. What happened? I didn't see. I didn't expect a Juggernaut to just blink into the middle of a black hole.
He was just... If half a second earlier and gets the Omni Slash off, it's a different fight.
Dire's
Right.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh, no.
Dire's
That's...
bottom barracks
But I mean,
has fallen.
this is the sort of thing that I was talking about, right? Those tiny little plays that can make the difference. You probably don't make that TP on Archangel, right? If it just means that if you saw the AC aura on the mid lane of creeps, instead, they don't have that information. They make the TP, and look at what's happening. They're going to get Megas.
Azure? Oh, bye-bye, Sky.
They're just playing
Dire's top
distraction
tower
duty
is
right
under
now,
attack.
allowing the Bristleback to be the one taking the base. 10 seconds until the Juggernaut's back up and available.
Dire's top tower
They
has
don't
fallen.
really have much. I mean, Dark Ascension's still 15 seconds away, and in that time, you're going to be without any
Dire's
racks.
top barracks has fallen.
Wow. Wow.
Just
One
like that.
fight.
Have mega creeps.
Just like that. And they get Mega Creeps. It's only 7,000 advantage, which is kind of crazy, but probability has skyrocketed to 91% and is continuing to go up.
Feels kind of like game 2, doesn't it? You know, one team fight, they got 2 lanes of racks. This time around, they just had the damage to make it all 3.
Nemiga.
Now, you got those... Oh, Kiritich just stuck on the high ground there, needing the 4 staff off. But you've got those tier 4 items, and you've got that level 25 for him to pick up. So they could sit back. They could be a little bit more patient. They could probably even wait out the nighttime if they really wanted to.
Oh no. Get our friends. Okay. They actually... Oh, that was very close to losing a couple members once again.
And this is the same issue that I was
Ooh.
talking about. Obviously, it was a...
They're roshing.
That's a quick Roche. Who do we give this to?
They're pinging it out. The tier 4s are getting hit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, they're able to get something.
Wow.
Roshan
You gotta
has
get the hell
fallen.
out. No swashbuckle randomly.
Oh,
Last year I got an arcane
Nice
too.
Talker really wants that. Yeah. I almost wonder if you give the refresher over to him. Like, it's actually so important that he constantly has that Dark Ascension available for himself. Does he have buyback money? He does. So, yeah, I'd honestly be thinking down that route if I was NoSorry. But yeah, they just don't have a way to be able to keep these lanes pushed.
Dire are
Scans on the
scanning.
mark, so they do get confirmation of Nemiga's position. Dream is pretty far pushed up forward.
Still can't kill him without Kiritich, though.
True, this guy's farming. Give me the Abyssal. Oh.
Again, they wanted to make use out of the Arcane Rune. 25 on the Bristle.
I was just gonna go
Lots of
in.
damage.
Melria's even TPing as well into the middle. They're gonna try and target down Yon for the moment. Healing Wood on the other side, so they don't have the damage to be able to
Nice
get the kill.
coil.
It's not the level
Damage.
25 coil, but it will not matter. Kiritich with the break for the moment. It's going to be a bit cautious. If they're able to get the Omni Slash, where there's not an opportunity, it's so bad. He's in with the black hole, on to 2. What a rebuttal, but they still have the second life to play with. An Omni Slash, but it, oh no, gets tanked up from the Ancients. And now Kiritich, he wants to charge back into the middle, target down Manic for the moment. He's going to give him enough health. Second use, the Omni Slash. Oh my, Dream. That one was much better. Able to find a triple kill towards the end. And they are still hanging in.
They're still hanging in for now. By the skin of their teeth, they are holding on to that cliff to try and stay in this game. But it's still such a hard ask, right? They're having to deal with constant lanes pushing into their base. They still haven't quite yet lost a tier 4 tower, but there's always that eternal threat coming through, especially now, 40 minutes in, double siege creep waves. So that's something that they're going to need to deal with on NoSorry. They can't actually look to make any kind of aggressive attempt while those siege creeps are still alive.
Malrine just runs in with the haste, wants a high five while he just snipes the creep wave. I wonder how different that fight would have been.
Oh,
Should be
gotta
alright.
be careful. They boots of travel onto the siege creep. Will be able to take him out. I mean, yeah, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. What do they got? They don't have a spider legs to play with, unfortunately. So Dream, he will drop the phase boots, but almost feels like you're kind of resigning yourself to get kited.
It's going to be different now, especially with Puck having the level 25 talent. They didn't have it for that last fight. That was a lot of damage. So, yeah, we'll see how that's going to be able to come into play to Kite Dream, even Kite last hero as well. So, alright, they go to tier 3. And Networth Lee's not looking crazy. They can deal with Mega Creeps a lot easier now, but I think the issue is now with all of Nemiga respawning, they should be able to reoccupy the map.
Just went ahead and sold the phase boots, because why not? Obviously, buyback really doesn't feel like it'll influence much at this stage, but just brings him that little bit closer towards the Swift Blink. He's just hiding in the trees right now, not wanting to understand the fate that's eventually going to come to his way.
He's just going to cut down the tree line? What's the play for Dream? He's making sure that I am not the one that's going to get caught out. No, sir. Someone else can take the jump.
No space for Enigma.
Oh, there's a DD. Oh, no. Kiritich is level... Oh, no. He's level 25 as well. Alright. They did see that no one die. They had the ward on the high ground. I don't think everyone was inside the pit when they smoked out.
A little bit excited, but it doesn't matter. Smoke's a smoke, right? They know this is coming, especially with the outpost just getting out of their control. Buyback status, what we got right now? DK's got it, but of course needs the Elder Dragon form to be influential at all. Skywrath, no. Enchantress, no. Nightstalker, no. And Juggernaut doesn't really matter. He's still just in his little hidey hole over there, his Dream.
It's interesting as well, Manic decided to... from what I saw, he had the Scepter queued up, and I believe he went AC and bots as well, got rid of the tread, so... Probably going to go Blessing afterwards. Of course, DK's also a hero that can very easily deal with the Mega Creep. So it's not like they're far out of this on NoSorry. They have a lineup that's able to hold, but still, it's probably... We're looking at 2 fights until they feel comfortable. Aja is in. Rolling Thunder on top of the Dragonite. There's going to be no response. But a BKB in the nick of time is Manic. He's okay for the moment. Do you take the fight now on NoSorry? Let's call him Rolling Thunder expended.
Yeah, you'd consider it. Just push out this next wave. You'll have the Elder Dragon form available. The thing is, though, Dream just narrowly being able to defend that tier 4 tower from going down. But yeah, no Dream Call, no Rolling Thunder. They might feel like this is their time, especially considering the overall night time, but Dark Ascension only a quarter of that duration away. They're still going to go for it, but... Ooh.
Kiritich.
Trying to catch out the puck here, maybe?
They see the double damage. They see Kiritich. It's going to be a big issue. The rune soon to expire. Oh my lord, almost one hits Yon. They're targeting down Dream. Gonna try and turn with the Omni Slash.
Oh,
protect it for the moment, but the E-Bleed, it's going to be enough. Keeping the Bristle alive, and now Sobad is in. Black Hole down. Rapier on the deck. And that should be it. Nemiga should have this. There's no buyback on Dream. There's nothing they can do. The G's are dropped, and Nemiga continuing to reign supreme in Division 2. They're going to jump up to 5-1.
Gotta give props where they're due. Sobad was so good this game. He was just able to really make the most out of that laning stage, was doing a great job of bullying away the Nightstalker, bullying away the Skywrath Mage, making sure that the Nightstalker wasn't able to get a lot of those early kills, and then, what was that, 3, 4 great black holes onto the key targets. One of them a little bit, NoSorry assisted, but still, he did everything that you could have possibly wanted out of this Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, just exciting draft overall from Nemiga. I'm always happy to be able to get to watch a Enigma game, and we also see the very, very early Bristleback, which I think is another hero that's a little bit undervalued so far. People are starting to play it more often, and we get a techies as well. We do have an interview, which we will I'll drag him in shortly. I just want to know who we're interviewing first.
The
But
mystery man.
it's the mystery man. Our admin told us that we might be getting a double interview with two people, so
Oh.
it could be double pog. That's gonna be extra exciting. Nemiga looking really good so far, though. 5-1. This team. A lot of people probably would have been expecting ParkChamp and Hellraisers, the teams, to be relegated out of Division 1 just to instantly go back up. But, I mean, Nemiga have almost secured their spot with how they played a lot of series as well already. We're not even done with week 4, so they're going to have a bit of a break coming up. I mean, they only got one more series, so.
Maybe even and maybe even NoSorry. A lot of people would have been favoring as well because of the Dota 2 Champions League, like we were saying, towards the start of the series. So yeah, it just shows how even Eastern Europe is. Previously, and probably season 1, season 2, I would have said Southeast Asia. Now Eastern Europe, easy, I think, is the number 1 region to tune into for Division 2.
All right, well, we do have an interview. It's going to be with Melreen as well. So I will drag him in.
As well as who?
Melreen, hello, you there?
Oh, here. Yeah, hello.
Oh, okay, perfect. Firstly, you guys, what's going on? You guys are looking nuts. You're 5-1 in Division 2. I want to hear a little bit about how you're feeling, how the team's feeling, kind of what the mentality was heading into this season.
The season we started, I think, perfectly. We was 4 times we closed teams like 2-0, and we feels like we're overpowerful. We can destroy them all, but yeah, we lose one game, but we still have a good feeling. We feels we're strong. We can go in Division 1. And after this game, we just remember this moment when Juggernaut blink in black hole. Then we won the game, and we feel like, yeah, we started screaming, yeah, guys, we're winning, nice. But we're
Nice,
feeling,
nice.
yes, we're feeling good.
Who's the one that leads that sort of positive attitude, or is it all of you guys?
Probably we all. Probably me, the first who is take this energy for my team. I giving my energy for my team that we gonna win them all. We will win every team. So I just keeping this this feeling.
Nice. Another question: Are you getting tired of playing puck because you played it 3 games in a row? You did pretty good in all 3 games, or is it just way too strong not to pick right now?
I don't want to use bad words, but it's just Puck who not get nerfing like 1 or 2 years already, and that's why you must to first pick this Puck or enemy gonna double pick him. So we just stealing his hero,
Mm.
This over powerful hero. You cannot catch him if you're very good on Puck.
Yeah, and I have another question for you about your puck in game number 1, if you can remember that far back. I'll give you a little bit of a. I'll let you remember the people that you were playing against. So you were playing against a Bane, Invoker, Centaur, TA, and Skywrath, and you built a Revenant's Brooch. Is there a reason behind going for that item in particular for that game?
This item was for nothing. I mean, I have 6 slots. I need to waste my money somehow, and I decide to buy him. But it was like no, doesn't matter about this item. My game was over because we lost our timings. They were fat. I cannot kite him in fights. I cannot poke them in fights. We're just dying in 3 seconds, probably. I cannot realize my hero.
Sounds good. Aries, any questions?
Were you surprised that NoSorry went back for almost a identical draft in the second game with just changing, I think it was a Templar Assassin for the Terrorblade, I believe?
Can you repeat? I just didn't understand.
Were you surprised that NoSorry went back for the same 4 heroes in game 2?
No. We realized that they're gonna pick TA, and we discussing about TA. That's why we banned it on the last pick. We banned it, and we was ready for TB. We just need to decide what to pick, Underlord or Tidehunter. But we decide to make a good positions fights. Positions fights. It's mean it's mean Tide Hunter who can blink and stun. That's why we picked it. And have good lane versus TB. We probably we was ready for Naga or TB.
Yeah. I have another question for you, actually. I'm just having a look at your profile now, and I'm seeing your Grandmaster heroes. So you've got Puck and Batrider and Timbersaw are all Grandmaster. So obviously it's working out well for you. You're rank 6. But do you have no shame, is my question, that you just pick these cheese heroes that are able to win games constantly? Or are
No,
you
just
just like, look, I just want to win?
it's just yeah. I actually want to win, but it's actually meta. I can pick every game Timbersaw, but and it's every team gonna ban it. I can pick Batrider, but Puck is more comfortable or pickable hero. So I need to pick or ban Puck. But probably I want to show last series my Batrider. 30 level, I
Sounds
can
good.
show it.
Oh,
Easy.
I've got
That's
one
all I
more
got.
question, real quick. We've got to hear what's going on with the techies pick. Is it something you guys have kind of practiced before? Is it something we might see you pull out as well? Were you guys laughing as soon as you picked the techies?
No. We just if you see our series, we probably picked it already in the first 2 or first 3 series. It's just countable hero for Hellscream, and for me, I'm Puck. I need in early game some damage. Some damage is Tetris. He's like 500 or 6 on level 4, level 5, and we just have a good synergy with these heroes.
Well,
It's not laughing.
Sounds
It's
good.
just a good hero actually.
Well, it's awesome to be able to see kind of the diversity that you guys have with your heroes and the techies coming out. It's always exciting to watch that here. But Melreen, thank you very much for joining us. Is there any shout outs you want to give? We'll let you go.
I can go. I just want to talk with my team.
Well,
They're
beautiful.
discussing and
Well, there you go. We'll let you go. Congratulations, mate.
thank you. I'm waiting for next series
Awesome.
to be here.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure you
Sounds
guys will be with how good you're looking. Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Good luck. You too.
Oh, look at that. Danog, dude, Nemiga are going crazy. 5-1. Who's their last opponent? Let's take a look real quick. They have to verse X3. All right. They're gone Div 1. They're gone Div 1.
Wow.
They're going Div 1.
The
I'm calling it.
X3 disrespect.
I mean, they're 0-4. Come on now. They're going Div 1. Like,
The disrespect from this man is just out of control. You need to control yourself, man. I'm kind of it's really interesting to hear these interviews from people from, across different regions, because he's like, nah, Techies is an amazing hero. We just need someone that does a really high amount of AoE damage in the early game to combine together with the Puck, which, I'm sure that some other regions might say, oh yeah, Snapfire is the one to do that. And some might say, oh, the Dawnbreaker's one to do that, or the Zeus is one to do that. So, Eastern Europe and Nemiga specifically, they're just like, Techies. That's the one that's going to give us the most benefit.
Yeah, they've actually played the techies 3 times now. They played it versus PogChamp. They had a Bristle and a Pog. And then the other time they played the techies, they had a Pog as well. And a Pango that time. So they obviously feel that there's a couple of heroes they really like to play with it. He said the Puck in particular, but a couple of carry and offlane matchups that they like as well with it. But regardless, that is our first at least Division 2 series. We do have a Division 1 series going on over on the main channel. That is Paripani against Rune Eaters. Yep, Rune Eaters. So that's on the main channel. And then after that, I believe we've got Cybercats taking on Hydra. So another Division 2 series will be going on. Cybercats currently 2-1. Hydra are 2-2. So a very important series because we're still fighting for 2 slots, but I reckon one is 98% guaranteed. They still need to get that series victory, but with the run they are on and with how good they are looking, Nemiga in incredible position to be able to take at least one of those slots. Danog, any closing comments before we say goodnight?
No, they're in good form, and for good reason. I feel like